What's good, y'all? I'm about to react to this Channing Tatum teases massive cameos in Avengers Doomsday from Cosmic Warner. Give us the news, mine. Can't wait to hear
Channing
this.
Tatum says
Okay.
that Avengers Doomsday is going to make fans lose their minds. And on top of that, he almost answered a question about a troublemaker on the set of Avengers Doomsday, which we've heard rumors about before. And now we have a new report talking more about Chris Evans' role in Doomsday as well. This is what Channing Tatum said. Take it from his mouth, not mine. Here we go.
The Doomsday has officially wrapped,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
What are we gonna get from this? Like, what's the scope? Can we even wrap our brains around the scope of this?
Look,
I know what we're gonna get. We're gonna get Channing Tatum bad accent for Gambit, but we're gonna get some cool action scenes from him. And we're gonna get some cool action scenes from the other superheroes and villains in this movie too. Can't wait for that. See what they're gonna do since it's gonna be a dark movie.
every movie, and
Sure.
they beat it every single movie. And I can tell you this, as I was reading it, I was like, no, what? How are they going to do this? Like, I don't understand how they're going to do this, and you're just not ready. Like, I don't know how to describe it to you. Like, it's gonna make your brains ooze out of your ears. Like, like in the way that I knew when Blade walks on screen, like in Deadpool Wolverine.
That was just so epic. That was like one of the most epic things from Marvel.
No kidding, bro. I never thought they was gonna bring back Wesley Snipes as Blade. I was like, what? Then Electra come up in. I'm like, what? Dang, these are like the old veterans, like the early 2000s, late 90s, Blade, late 90s. Electra, early 2000s, dude. I'm like, man, mid 2000s, like, what? I would thought I would never see that. Then you had X-23 from Logan, boy. Oh my God, man. That was crazy, dude. Then Channing Tatum came in as Gambit, bro. I like, huh? Then it kind of made me funny when he talking that accent. I like, oh God. Yo, don't mess this up, Channing Tatum. But I ain't gonna lie, the fighting, he saved Gambit with the fighting, though. His accent is not there with Gambit.
Basically
Fighting,
lose
though,
their
is
actual minds, and like it's that, but like I don't know, maybe times like 50 because it's just
Times 50.
one of them things. It's gonna be people are just gonna like, and just the story, and I can't divulge anything, but
His publicist is like right there.
you're just not ready.
Like, don't say anything you can't say.
I think I know the answer to this.
Oh, that's who them people are. Oh. So them is like the people that really can't let them talk too much about the movie. Dad. They definitely need to get Tom Holland on that because he definitely be spoiling a lot of stuff when he be doing movies. He needs somebody like that right there. Someone more strict. Someone more manly probably need to cover his mouth. I would give him a whole script so he can read off
Who's
so
the
he
biggest
don't
troublemaker
spoil
on
nothing.
set?
Oh, that I mean, I can't say.
I think I know the answer.
So he goes, I can't say. I mean, obviously it sounds like he was going to say Downey there. Robert Downey Jr. That's neither here nor there. We've heard that there's been trouble on the set, but from what I gathered, actually, that trouble on the set with a particular actor wasn't like beef with other actors. It was something about the script and how they were particularly filming something. And if that's the case, then it sounds like Robert Downey Jr. just wanted to get something perfect and wanted it filmed kind of a different way. That's the rumors that we've heard. Nothing is official at this point in time.
Yeah.
But Channing Tatum says we're going to lose our minds. And that scene with Blade and Deadpool and Wolverine, and not just Blade, but Wesley Snipes' Blade returning after all those years. He says we're gonna get scenes like that times 50. Now, of course, he could be talking about the X-Men. James Marsden is returning as Cyclops. Patrick Stewart once again returning as Professor X. Sir Ian McKellen returning as Magneto. We have Alan Cumming. We have Rebecca Romijn. We have a lot of these.
I ain't gonna lie, like those older cast, the X-Men, I wanna know they still in shape. I don't know about Alan McKellen, dude. Yeah, they definitely gotta give him a stunt double for Alan McKellen and dude that played for Professor X. I think he still moved pretty good in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness though. He still was doing his thing though, but they need to give him a stunt double too. Like them is like the older veterans of X-Men, dude. I ain't gonna lie, you need to watch out for them, dude, man. But I hope they got
Actors
some stunt
returning. And
doubles
I'm
for them
assuming
too.
Tobey Maguire is going to return as well with Andrew Garfield and maybe like Dolph Lundgren. Who knows, right? Basically, anyone from the past could show up. Jessica Alba, Chris Evans, I hope, plays both the old Human Torch and Captain America. Basically, that's what we're expecting from Avengers Doomsday. And that's what Channing Tatum is saying that we actually can expect. So it's nice to hear basically Channing Tatum say like, yeah, you're going to see some pretty big cameo moments in this where you're going to basically have the same scene that we got in Deadpool and Wolverine with Blade, but it's times 50. So that's pretty much like teams showing up, right? Because, I mean, we basically did get that team in Deadpool and Wolverine. But now we're going to have like the X-Men are going to show up and it's going to be a moment that feels just like Deadpool and Wolverine in that moment. And the same thing's probably going to go for the Fantastic Four. And I am talking about the older Fantastic Four with that as well. You just have to imagine that they would put two Chris Evanses on the screen, one playing the Human Torch from the old Fantastic Four and one playing Captain America, and Deadpool.
Woo! Oh my God, that would be so special, man. Boy, dude. Imagine they did the same thing with RDJ, Doctor Doom, RDJ Iron Man, man. Oh my God. That would be special. And then have Wolverine from universe from Deadpool and Wolverine, then have the universe from Wolverine probably from Logan. Hey, that would go hard. Like to have the old man Logan, to have the younger version of Logan. Like something like that. That would be crazy. Yeah, that would be
Being there making a
nuts,
joke
dude.
about it. I just have to imagine that that is at least in the cards for them to do. So Channing Tatum basically like severely hinted that there's going to be some pretty big cameos coming in this movie. Now, I'm not saying there's going to be a lot of them, but we can expect a few. And it's nice to kind of hear it from him instead of just hearing it from crazy YouTubers like myself who like the idea of having cameos appear in movies if they make sense for the entire plot, which I think in this case they would. Now, going off of what he said basically about having that moment, I do think about Chris Evans. Like, the fans seeing Chris Evans return for the first time since Avengers Endgame, that's going to be crazy. And now, according to Daniel RPK, Chris Evans is going to have a major role to play in the story of Avengers Doomsday. So to me, it really does sound like we kind of are really going back kind of to Marvel's roots with the characters who started it all. And if you think about it this way, the multiverse, it's going to end. Basically, what we knew, what we've known since 2008, that's coming to an end. And you can actually go further back than that. Back to 2000 with the X-Men. And if you wanted to, you could even go further back than that. Basically, what we've known from Marvel, that's all coming to an end with Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. So having these characters come back like Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr., whether, not in the same capacity that they were before, except for Chris Evans, it sounds like it's the exact same Captain America we saw before, but him returning as Captain America, Downey returning as Doom, the people who started the MCU, they're now going to end the MCU as we know it. And of course, we're going to get a new beginning, but it sounds like, from what we've heard,
Oh man, no way. I told you this was gonna be a dark movie, man. Dad, what if he just kills off all the phase one characters from the first Avengers, dude? Oh man. Even though Iron Man died, but he come back as Doctor Doom. No, Black Widow died in Endgame. Thor's still alive. Hulk still alive. Hawkeye's still alive. Yo. Oh, wow. I kind of never realized that. Dang. Dad, that's going to be messed up, man.
from reports about what Marvel wants to do with the reset, sounds like Marvel's going to pick new people for this new beginning of the MCU, which does make sense. So it makes a lot of sense for the people who started it to end it and then pass the mantles on, because Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios, already said, we're going to recast Iron Man eventually. Same thing goes for Captain America. The reset's going to bring some people over, but the characters that we thought were done, like Chris Evans' Captain America, they're going to essentially reset. Same thing with Iron Man and probably Black Widow, since of course she's gone. I would expect Scarlett Johansson to return in this at some point in time. Since she didn't get to partake in Avengers Endgame, it would be nice if a variant of Black Widow got to be in Avengers Doomsday or Secret Wars. And maybe that's one of those moments. Maybe there's like scene where they...
I ain't gonna lie, man. I love that whole first cast of the first Avengers movie. Oh my God, dude. I just love that whole movie. I love everything about it. Like, everything in the first Avenger was so perfect. Just the cast, the fight scenes, the chemistry, just the different aspects of the characters, like how they just played all together and they just mix it all up and just combine into the Avengers, man. Like, oh, that movie was so special, dude. It's gonna be sad for them to go. Hey, they better pick like maybe some lookalikes that kind of had their same features, and that can work though.
Through the
That'd be
frame,
pretty cool.
And just like Blade, Scarlett Johansson is back as Black Widow. I actually think that would be pretty cool. I think she deserves to be back. I really liked her character. And I will say justice for Black Widow, because we got that Black Widow movie way too late and it was not done properly. So justice for Black Widow here. But really, with the multiverse, anything is possible. I've been saying that for a while. But, I mean, look what's happening right now. Chris Evans is returning as the actual Steve Rogers we knew from before. Robert Downey Jr. is returning as probably the biggest Marvel villain of all time, all on the big screen, about to take place. And speaking of, also, with that report, Daniel RPK also did say this. Ghost Rider is reportedly going to have a cameo in Doomsday. Now, he didn't specify.
Nicolas Cage, come back, baby. Come back, Nicolas. I know you come back as Spider-Man New War, but I need you back at Ghost Rider, man. I need you back as Ghost Rider, dude. I miss that Nicolas Cage Ghost Rider from the first movie. I like his first movie and second movie, though. But that first one was special. Gonna lie. That's crazy. It'd be nice to see him come back as like a blue Ghost Rider, like how they did with the second movie. How he had that blue flame with him. That blue fire that Ghost Rider had in that second movie. Oh my God, man. That was crazy. I would like to see like a different variant of Ghost Rider, just like a different color of that fire, just to come back. That color was nice.
Which Ghost Rider? Which makes me think, I just hear Ghost Rider and Doomsday, I think Nicolas Cage, because I don't think that they would introduce the new Ghost Rider and just have him appear in Doomsday randomly, especially if it's a cameo, because he said it's a cameo. And he also says multiple other characters will also cameo, which basically Channing Tatum just told us right here. So, I think this movie, in one capacity, is what we expect it to be, since it is the multiverse saga. We're going to see a lot of different perspectives from the multiverse, from characters in other universes. So we'll get those quick little cameos, right? As the multiverse is destroyed, yeah, maybe Ghost Rider is looking on from his universe going, well, what the heck is happening right now? Same thing with some other characters. They could just show them for 5 seconds as their universes get destroyed. And that sounds bitter, but at the same time, it technically brings them into the MCU. So Nick Cage, much like he made a very quick cameo in the Flash movie as a Superman, he could do that as Ghost Rider here.
What was they doing with that? And I ain't gonna lie, I think that was like a throwback video. I wonder how long did it had Nicolas Cage as Superman? Cause he really don't look right, dude. He does not look right as Superman. No, not whatsoever, dude. I ain't gonna lie, Hugh Jackman, he looks better as a Superman than Nicolas Cage do. But man, how long they kept that in the storage?
I hope that he would have, a little bit more of a cameo than just his universe dying. I hope it.
But we really gonna see him fly when he beats Spider-Man New War with his web slinging.
Be him involved in
gonna be
some
pretty
way. Maybe they
cool.
show him fighting for 10 seconds. Who knows? But I do think it would be cool to see Nick Cage, or maybe like a fan casting, maybe like Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider, since that's been, you know, a report for a really long time. Maybe it would be like a John Krasinski thing, like fans wanted him in the role, so they put him as Mr. Fantastic. Fans want Ryan Gosling or Keanu Reeves, so we get to see him. And it's not like a super huge.
I ain't gonna lie, I forgot Keanu Reeves, dude. Oh man, he played John Wick so good. Shit, I ain't gonna lie, Keanu Reeves, he could probably play a good Mr. Negative. I think he can play a good Mr. Negative, dude. So he's so good with the suit, dude. Oh man, and Ryan Gosling, he'll be a perfect Ghost Rider. But I want to see him do like a Black Panther, dude. I want them to see the cast a white Black Panther, dude. I just want to see that. Just see how far that would go. See that would make any money at the box
Commitment
office.
from an
I just
actor
wanna
to
see
join
that,
the
though.
MCU for like 10 films or something like that. But overall, I think Doomsday is going to be what we think it is. But at the same time, based on what we've heard, it really does sound like a lot of this is being kept like a really great mystery from us, which I totally love. And we don't have any set photos of actual people so far. We have photos of the set, of the Sentinels, of the X-Mansion, of other things. We have not seen any characters and any costumes or anything like that. And they've done a really good job at keeping a tight lid on it. So I actually think we're in for a really great surprise when it comes to Avengers Doomsday's story. And Channing Tatum said the story is fantastic. He said pretty much everything's fantastic. Now, of course, what is he going to say? Oh, no, like, yeah, the story's all right.
I ain't gonna lie, when he said that though, oh, it's Fantastic Four. Hey, I wanna know if the classic Fantastic Four come back, the 05, 07 Fantastic Four. I wanna know if they gonna end it off with something. Or the 015 cast, dude. We trying to see all of them in Secret Wars. I'm trying to see that.
Like, of course, he's not going to say that. But the way he spoke about it, how enthusiastic he seems to be, and he says as a comic book fan as well, it's fantastic. I'm going to put some trust in him. But I also I have faith in everyone involved in this movie and the Russo brothers and Kevin Feige. I think they know this has to be huge, and it's going to be huge. But hey, go ahead, let me know your thoughts about all of this in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest Marvel news. And you can also find us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat. And as always, thank you all so much for watching.
Woof, woof. Appreciate you, Cosmic One. Hey, this was a good video. Hopefully Channing Tatum is right, man. Even though he don't got a good voice for Gambit, but I give him the fighting for Gambit, though. I give him for fighting, though. But hey, man, it is what it is. Y'all run them views up for your boy, and I catch y'all later.